When it comes to injured players and how the recovery is, Danny got some personal experience with this. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when video go live. So we know that Famewo is out for a long time since that Portsmouth game, and it's a shame. And it's one of those things where you're like, it really is annoying that you see it, because at the end of the day, it's that whole thing where you look at it and you go, right, what is going to be the thing that helps him? How is he going to help mentally? Now, here's the thing. What you've got to remember with this is that when it comes to the injury, he's used to it a little bit. He's a little bit used to having these injuries, having to do this, because he had it last year. But he's trying to like channel and visualize his defensive responsibilities and before Matt goes. But here's the thing, with him being injured, it's difficult. And he'll want to be back with the group as soon as humanly possible. But that ain't going to happen, because it is a big injury to him. And it's not like he's not had one before, he had one last time. But here's the thing, what you've got to remember with Danny is an ex-player who had to retire in his early 20s after having 8 different surgeries between the age of 16 and 18. So he got a lot of experience on how it feels and how it feels when you're injured and not being able to be part of the group. And I think this is where a manager who's an ex-player, especially when it comes to injuries, helps a little bit, because they know what it's like when you're on the sideline. They know that bit, because if you're a manager who just goes straight in, this is your first manager job, but you don't get that side of it, then it's different. So Danny went on to say there, I met him in Miami. We spoke about his feelings and I tried to give him hope. Although I didn't play at such a high level, I had a lot of injuries and I know what it means. He was in good shape and he was performing well, and that makes it harder. But he was very positive. He says he will come back stronger and he will fight and he will do everything. This injury takes time. You can never say how quick it goes. And for the mindset with a muscle injury at the beginning, you can be a little bit scared of that it happens again. If it's a broken leg or something, when it fixes, you can start again and keep going. But normally you worry if it's a muscle injury, can happen again. This is normal, but we will support him. I will support him. And here's the thing, this is what I like to see. I like to see that that's the side of what Danny's doing, what he's trying to get through to him. Because during the preseason break, Famewo hired out all-weather pitchers to ensure that he was ready to be in the side. And that's something that you want to see. You want to see that kind of realization that I want to do this. I'm going to invest in my craft during the summer and get fit. A lot start doing this now. It wasn't in the case back in the day. Back in the day, you would see a lot of players who would just roll up when have a couple of things, want preseason done, and have some stuff that have been sent to do during preseason. A lot now will go get a fitness coaching, someone to help them with the nutrition. A lot of stuff that get taken away out of the club's hands at times in the summer goes into the players' hands now, which I think is a good thing. Well, Daniel went on to say he's always part of our team, and I think it's now about the treatment. And maybe that sometimes he goes into a different player and makes some good time away from here. For the mindset for when he comes back again, we build him up. I trust my medical team. We will help him on the mental side. And that's a good thing. I think if we can get the mental side of him okay in this, then great, brilliant. But I think Danny being an ex-player helps with injuries. I generally do. I think it helps knowing what it's like, especially one that had a load of injuries. So let's see what he's responsive when he gets back. We don't know how long it roughly is. We just know it's months. We know Kabachi was a couple of weeks. 14th of December was the latest if it was 6 to 8 weeks. By my calculations. And then you got Chalobah and Michael Whitway, who are starting to come back from their injuries. Then they're on the grass now. If we can get both of them back and playing, especially someone like Michael Whitway, just help us in that defensive. But I like to see us have Chalobah on the pitch, because I thought in pre-season he looked good. I think he looked like he was solid, and that really good defensive midfielder we need in the middle. Maybe it unlocks a little bit of Shea Charles and Barry Bannon going further forward if you put him in front of the defence just to mop up before anything starts. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we have to see what happens. We've been dealt these blows before. We have to roll with the punches and see where we end up. But Sheffield Wednesday manager does know what this feels like for him.